Hello, everyone. Welcome. Namaste. Good afternoon. Good early morning to all those who have dialed in early in the morning from India via the live link. Welcome to the beautiful Temple Center of the Arts. Thank you for taking the time this wonderful Sonoran spring afternoon to grace the occasion of Rangmanch Pravesh for Mytreyi Trivedi and Ira Puranik. Mytreyi and Ira are disciples of Srimati Radhika Kotwal of the Kala Kendra Dance Institute. Radhika ji is a preeminent exponent of Indian classical dance form of Kathak in the East Valley, and it has been very satisfying to watch the kids learn from her over the past several years. She has particularly persevered over the past 2 years through this pandemic, while everybody was trying to stay safe, to keep the passion of dance alive amongst all her students. Today marks the culmination of all the hard work and discipline shown by her, as well as Ira and Mytreyi, throughout this process. Without a doubt, it's a labor of love for the girls, and we are really thankful to be able to host this event today in a live audience here. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Today, Mytreyi and Ira get to pour out their hearts on the stage and mesmerize us with the purity and beauty of Kathak. Our sincere gratitude to Shri Prafulji Athole, who will be accompanying the girls on the tabla for the live experience. Srimati Subhada Shastra-Buddhe is the master of the ceremony today. Without much ado, I would like to hand over the reins of today's show to Ms. Subhada. Please enjoy the show.
Namaskar. Good afternoon. Today is a very special and joyous occasion. It is a day to celebrate the triumph of dedication to achieve an amazing goal. Fueled by the flame of uncompromising ambition, propelled by continued discipline, and strengthened by hard work over many years. It is my special privilege to welcome you to Rangmanch Pravesh performance of two incredibly talented and graceful dancers, Mytreyi Trivedi and Ira Puranik. Rangmanch Pravesh is a graduation ceremony at which the student performs his or her first solo performance, showcasing their full Kathak repertoire. It reflects a student's transformation into a professional dancer capable of independently showcasing the beauty of this amazing dance form, Kathak. Mytreyi and Ira have spent several years to arrive to this point of Kathak dance graduation under the able guidance of their guru, Srimati Radhika Kotwal, founder and director of Kala Kendra Performing Arts. Next 2.5 hours will give you a glimpse of their passion, their hard work, their grace, their expressions, and above all, their commitment to this beautiful Indian classical dance form. Kathak dance is a classical art discipline which embodies the synergy between mind, body, and soul through stylish and graceful body gestures and a wide range of complex emotions. The term Kathak actually is derived from the Sanskrit word katha, which means story, and thus a large part of Kathak is about storytelling. The art of storytelling involves reaching the deepest emotions of the audience, holding the interest, and creating a memorable impact. Kathak creates such a beautiful experience through poise and precision movements along with facial expressions. Today, Ira and Mytreyi will initiate the performance by offering their prayers to Lord Ganesh, who is well versed in all 64 different art forms. Shri Ganesh signifies the start of something good, something very positive. So, Ganesh Vandana is a perfect way to initiate this beautiful show. The music is set in Tal Kerwa and is composed by Nupur Nitya Academy. Continuing the Guru Shishya Parampara, a tradition of passing down the compositions of one's Guru to the next generation, disciples, this piece will feature choreography by Srimati Radhika Kotwal's Guru, Srimati Smriti Vora. So, without further ado, with blessings of their Guru, their parents, and the grandparents present in the audience, Kala Kendra Performing Arts presents Mytreyi Trivedi and Ira Puranik.
चतुर्भुजं पाशधरं गणेशं सहांकुशं दन्तयुतं त्वमेवं त्रिनेत्रयुक्तम् अभयं करन्त्वं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं महोदरम् एकदन्तं गजास्यं सर्पोपवीतं गजकर्णधारं विभूतिभिः सेवितसि पादपद्मम् ध्याये गणेशं विविधप्रकारैः सुपूजितं शक्तियुतं परेशम् गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन शंकर सुमन भवानी के नंदन शंकर सुमन भवानी के नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन
गणधा क्रांधा कद्धा क्रदा तदा ते धा 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 क्रदा तदा ते धा 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 क्रदा तदा ते धा धा धा
सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबलायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबलायक गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन शंकर सुमन भवानी के नंदन शंकर सुमन भवानी के नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन
गदि गणना गति तक तिर किट तक तकिट तका रे ता गदि गणधा रे ता गदि गणधा रे ता गदि गणधा गदि गणना गति तक तिर किट तक तकिट तका रे ता गदि गणधा रे ता गदि गणधा रे ता गदि गणधा गदि गणना गति तक तिर किट तक तकिट तका रे ता गदि गणधा रे ता गदि गणधा रे ता गदि गणधा
मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगलदाता मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगलदाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन शंकर सुमन भवानी के नंदन शंकर सुमन भवानी के नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन
दिन दिन तिट तिट कत गदि गण तिट धा किटान धा गदि गण धा गदि गण धा गदि गण धा दिन दिन तिट तिट कत गदि गण तिट धा किटान धा गदि गण धा गदि गण धा गदि गण धा दिन दिन तिट तिट कत गदि गण तिट धा किटान धा गदि गण धा गदि गण धा गदि गण धा
मांगत तुलसीदास कर जोरे मांगत तुलसीदास कर जोरे भजऊ राम सिय मानस मोरे भजऊ राम सिय मानस मोरे गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन शंकर सुमन भवानी के नंदन शंकर सुमन भवानी के नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन
That was truly mesmerizing, isn't it? Amazing job, Mytreyi and Ira. That was a wonderful start of the evening for sure. Now, the second presentation of the evening is a traditional live performance in a unique tal called Gajajhampa. This is a tal set in 15 beats, so it's a odd beat tal, and it has vibhag or patterns such that they are split into 4, 4, 3, and 4, and you will see when they recite it. Being a very complicated odd beat tal, this is typically not very commonly used in Kathak. The piece will start with Amad that features the entrance of a dancer, then That, which is typically the first composition in a traditional dance form, that has the mood of grace and beauty. Both will be presented in Vilambit lay, or a slow speed. It will then transition to presenting Todas, which are rhythmic designs created out of rhythmic syllables. Then they will move to Tishra Jati Todas, which are 3 syllables in a beat. Chakradhar Ganesh Paran, which is composed using bowl of a percussion instrument called pakhwaj, and it's presented 3 times, hence Chakradhar. Then they will move to Gat Bhav, which is a composition that uses highly stylized and dramatic gat or gait to portray different activities with bhav or expressions. And Ginti, a composition using numbers in rhythmic pattern. It will finally move to Drutalay or fast speed, showcasing Tatkar, which is elaborate footwork sequence. In this presentation, you will observe a beautiful harmony and a wonderful interaction between the bowl reciter and tabla, the percussion instrument, all elegantly reaching the first beat of the tal, also called sam. That is really the anchor point of all the melody and rhythm. On the tabla, we have renowned artist Shri Prafullaji Atle, and the padhant or the recital of the bowls will be done by Guru Srimati Radhika Kotwal. Enjoy this unique tal by Mytreyi Trivedi.
Namaskar everyone. Since this is a live performance, we'll take a couple of minutes to just tune the instrument and get started. एक फरमाइशी आमद धिन नक तक तिति कता गदी तकिक धान था धुमकिट तक था धुमकिट गदी गन था क्रां था कत था क्र था तर था ति था आ क्र था तर था ति था आ क्र था तर था ति था तक ता दिन नक तक धिन नक तक. Amad is an entry piece. We'll see another Amad now. Dhin nak tak titi kata gadi gan tha ta ka ga tha ge di ge ta adhet ta thi da tha tak ka thum ga taki tat ta adha titi kata gadi gan ta he tat he a he tat he ta he gadi gana tha ti tha ta tha. Titi kata gadi gana tha ti tha ta tha. Titi kata gadi gana tha ti tha ta tha. Dhin nak tak titi kata. अब देखते हैं थाट. थाट is a very Lucknow घराना style. Dhin nak tak titi chalo. Tha dhin nak tak ta dhin nak tak dhin nak tak titi kata gadi gan tha dhin tak खाली से थाट. Dhin nak tak titi kata gadi gan tha dhin nak tak. Dig 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 thay 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 ta ta tha. Na dhin nak tak dhin nak tak titi kata gadi gan tha dhin tak.
Today I'll be presenting a Ganesh Paran, which is a Paran devoted to the Lord Ganesha. Ta, din, nak, tak, ta, din, nak, tak, din, nak, tak, titi, kata, gadi, gan, gang, gang, ganapati, gaja, mukha, mandal, gita, gira, tun, tun, tat, tat, thay, jaya, jaga, vandana, vakra, tunda, dani, data, Vigna harana shubha karana dagena dage dhumakita turanga gadi ganathe turanga turanga gadi ganathe turanga 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 gadi ganada.
Dhin nak tak ta dhin nak tak dhin nak tak titi kata gadi gan tha dhin nak tak ta dhin nak tak. Ganesh Param. Gang gang ganapati gaja mukha mandal gita gira tun tun tat tat thay jaya jagavandan vakra tunda dani data vigna harana shubha karana dhagena tha dhumakita turanga gadi ganathe turanga turanga gadi ganathe turanga 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 gadi ganatha. Dhin nak tak titi kata gadi gan.
Next I'll be presenting a Toda, which is a composition played on the tabla. Ta, din, nak, tak, ta, din, nak, tak, din, nak, tak, titi, kata, gadi, gan, tat, tat, thay, tat, tat, thay, tat, tat, tun, tat, tat, tun, tat, tat, thay, dagi, kat, thay, thay, tate, tate, thay, thay, tigadu, thay, tram, ta.
Dhin nak tak ta dhin nak tak dhin
na na di 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 te ta 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 tu tu na 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 di 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 da.
Din nakka takka ta din nakka takka din nakka takka ti ka ta ga di ga na tha din takka ta din nakka takka din nakka takka ti ka ta ga di tranga tranga takka ta takka ta takka ta sunga dig 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 hey takka ta sunga dig 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 hey diga diga ta thi ya ta 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 sun sun na 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 dig 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 hey ta ta sun sun na 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 dig 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 hey ta ta sun sun na na dig 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 ha takka ta din nakka takka din nakka takka ti ka ta ga di ga na tha din.
Now I'll be presenting a pair of gintis, which are counting by numbers. Ta, din, nakka, takka, ta, din, nakka, takka, din, nakka, tak, titi, ka, ta, ga, di, ka, il, चार, पाँच, il, ती, चार, il, चार, पाँच, il, तीन, एक, दो, एक, il, चार, पाँच, il, तीन, चार, पाँच, il, तीन, चार, पाँच.
Din nakka takka ti ka ta ga di ga na. Let's do it in the front. Din nakka takka ti ka ta ga di ga. एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन, एक दो, एक, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच. Din nakka takka ti ka ta ga di ga na.
Da, din, nakka, takka, ta, din, nakka, takka, din, nakka, tak, titi, ka, ta, ga, di, ka, il, चार, पाँच, il, ती, चार, il, तीन, एक, दो, एक, il, चार, पाँच, एक, दो, तीन, चार, एक, दो, तीन, एक, दो, da.
Ta din nakka takka din nakka takka ti ka ta ga di ga na tha din nakka takka ta din nakka takka din nakka takka. एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार, एक दो तीन, एक दो, एक, एक पाँच, एक दो तीन चार, एक दो तीन, एक दो था.
Next, I'll be presenting a chakradar paran.
Ti ka ta ga di ga na.
Ta, din, nakka, takka, ta, din, nakka, takka, din, nakka, tak, titi, ka, ta, ga, di, ka, ta, va, tunga, takka, taki, ta, tunga, takka, dinki, ta, tunga, takka, ti, da, di, di, ti, da, di, di, te, ta, te, ta, te, ti, da, di, di, ti, da, di, di, te, ta, te, ta, te, ti, da, di, di, ti, da, di, te, ta, te, ta, te, da. Chakradar.
Ta din nakka takka ta din nakka takka din nakka takka. Ta tunga takka takka ta tunga takka dinki ta tunga takka ti da di thei ta thei ta thei ti da di thei ta thei ta thei ti da di thei ta thei ta thei ha. Ta tunga takka takka ta tunga takka dinki ta tunga takka ti da di thei ta thei ti da di thei ta thei ta thei ti da di thei ta thei ha. Ta tunga takka takka ta tunga takka dinki ta tunga takka ti da di thei ta thei ti da di thei ta thei ta thei ha.
I have another chakradar Torah to present. Ta, din, nakka, takka, ta, din, nakka, tak, din, nakka, tak, titi, ka, ta, ga, di, ga, na, ta, ta, te, ta, ta, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, 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 te, ta, ta, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, 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 te, ta, ta, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, ta, da.
Din nakka takka ti ka ta ga di ga na tha din nakka takka ta din nakka takka. Ta ta te ta ta te ta ta te te ta ta te te ta ta te te ta 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 te ta ta te ta ta te te ta ta te te ta ta te te ta 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 te ta ta te ta ta te te ta ta te te ta ta te te ta ta ha.
Now I'll present a covet, which is a story. Da, din, nakka, takka, ta, din, nakka, takka, din, nakka, tak, titi, ka, ta, ga, di, ga, bala, chandra, shobhat, hai, ta, da, ha,
और सर्व विराजे गिर नगते क्रांधा दे था जटा जूत में गंग विराजे गण सब मिल के स्तुति गावे है ओम जय पार्वती पति जय हो ओम जय पार्वती पति जय हो जय हो जय हो जय राम अब देखते हैं तत्कार तत्कार is the final footwork at a faster tempo. It keeps getting more complicated. धा धिन नक तक ता धिन नक तक धिन नक तक चलो धड़क तथा 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 धड़क तथा
Wow, Mytreyi, that was outstanding. Amazing mastery over the rhythm and absolute grace in every movement. A big round of applause again for Mytreyi. She must have really definitely made her guru very, very proud. With over 30 years of experience in performing art, Guru Srimati Radhika Kotwal has been a blessing for Phoenix. She is the director and founder of Kala Kendra Performing Arts, a Nritya Visharad and recipient of prestigious awards. She founded Kala Kendra in 2006 and has trained hundreds of students over the years. Radhika has served as a national level examiner and has been invited to judge classical competitions, conduct several workshops, and lecture demonstrations. She is known to preserve the purity of this dance style through her choreographies and yet collaborate with other Western forms such as flamenco, ballet, tap, and modern contemporary. In addition to her formal Kathak role as an instructor, Radhika has been instrumental in supporting art fundraisers, campaigns, and is passionate about inspiring new budding artists through her company's programs. Radhika is also a trained Hindustani classical singer. In her recent launch of Courtyardly, her company, Radhika takes her devotion to art and artists to another level, offering a unique platform for artists to collaborate and innovate. I met Radhika about 15 years back, and I remember watching her perform and being in awe at her graceful Kathak performance. And since then, we've been the best friends. And now, seeing her legacy in her students, the same grace passed on through the teacher-student Guru-Shishya Parampara makes me really, really happy and proud of Radhika. A big round of applause for Srimati Radhika Kotwal. Next piece is called Chaturang. Chaturang is a traditional Hindustani classical composition comprising of 4 different angas or styles. The word Chaturanga literally means 4 colors, and it incorporates 4 different styles. First is Bol, which is poetry of the selected raga. Second is Sargam, which is singing note passages using note names. Third is Tarana, which is a composition made with very creative syllables set to a brisk lay or a tempo. And last, Trivat or tabla bowls, which is using percussion instruments bowls in a tune. Chaturang is usually sung and performed at a very fast pace, so it's a beautiful way to show Kathak performance. The dance duo now will be performing this piece and demonstrating their mastery over Kathak through a very energetic rhythmic performance, which happens actually to be their favorite piece of the evening. Choreography is by Srimati Radhika Kotwal.
सन गाइए, चतरंग रस सन गाइए। चतरंग रस सन गाइए, ले जानिए सुर ताल पर, ले जानिए सुर ताल पर। आलाप करके सुनाइए, आलाप करके सुनाइए। चतरंग रस सन गाइए, चतरंग रस सन गाइए। चतरंग रस सन गाइए। चतरंग रस सन गाइए,
चतरंग रस सन गाइए।
नादिर दिर तिलानन दीन दीन तननन, नादिर दिर तिलानन दीन दीन तननन। नादिर दिर तिलानन दीन दीन तननन। नितारे नितारे ता दीन तन, नितारे नितारे ता दीन तन। nadir dir tila na na din din ta na 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 nadir dir tila na na din din ta na na nitare nitare ta din ta sa 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 re ma pa da pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa 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 re ma pa da pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa Tuck it, ding it, tuck it, ding it, tuck it, ding it, tuck it, ding, 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 tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, 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 ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, 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 ding, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, ding, tu Sare ma gare sa ni sare ma pa ni da pa ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma pa da ni sa ma pa da ni sa ma pa da ni sa बिरहा से मन तापत पत है बिरहा से मन तापत पत है अंग अंग सब लाग रहीला अंग अंग सब लाग रहीला सदा रंगीले उठत जियाउक सदा रंगीले उठत जियाउक चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए धागिट तक धुमकिट तक धित्ता गड़ान धित्ता धित्ता किट तक धगिन धान धित्ता धगिन धान धित्ता धगिन धान धित्ता किट तक धुमकिट तक धित्ता गड़ान धित्ता धित्ता किट तक धगिन धान धित्ता धगिन धान धित्ता धगिन धान धित्ता चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए ले जानिए सूर ताल पर ले जानिए सूर ताल पर आलाप करके सुनाइए आलाप करके सुनाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन गाइए चतरंग रस सन चतरंग रस सन चतरंग रस सन गाइए
Absolutely fantastic performance, girls. The energy was truly outstanding. The next piece is a solo performance by Ira in yet another tal, Dhamar. Tal Dhamar has 14 beats and is grouped asymmetrically into 5, 2, 3, 4 patterns. This tal is associated with the Drupad style and typically played on the percussion instruments pakwaj or tabla. In addition to Thaat and Ahmad, Ira will be presenting several todas that each one is a rhythmic design created out of various syllables beautifully ending in a sum. She will present a Jodi Paran, which is a pair of similar parans. And a paran is nothing but a composition that embellishes the bowls of a percussion instrument, either pakhwaj or tabla. She will then add some beautiful chakradhar compositions. Chakradhar essentially are the ones that repeat 3 times. She will then move to other traditional performance elements that will showcase her command over speed and rhythm. These pieces will be Kavat, Ginti, and Ladi. Her solid commitment to Kathak certainly shows, as she insisted on some very tough choreography pieces in this particular solo piece, where she'll be doing some tough double chakris as a part of her solo performance. Padant, which is bowl recital, and choreography are by Srimati Radhika Kotwal, showcasing the traditional nuances of Kathak, starting with slow stylized movements and culminating into various vigorous footworks. Enjoy this solo performance by Ira, tabla by Prafulla Atleji, and choreography by Srimati Radhika Kotwal.
presenting a pair of Jodi buttons, which is two similar buttons that are played on the pakavaj. Ga, di, na, ta. Na, digga, 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 na, digga, 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 na, digga, 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 te. Digga, digga, ta, te. Tram, ta, te. Ek, do. Digga, digga, ta, te. Tram, ta, te. Ek, do. Digga, digga, ta, te. Tram, ta, ka. Next, I'll be presenting a phrase followed by a Chakradhar Toda, which is a Toda repeated 3 times. Ka, dhi, ta, dha. Ga, di, na, ta. Ta, ta, te, ti, ta, ti, te. Ta, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, te, ta, te, te, te. Ta, 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 ka.
Dhi, da, tha. Ga, di, na, ta. Ga, dhi, da, tha. Ga, di, na, ta, ta, te, ta, te, te. Ta, te, ta, ta, te, te, ta, te, ta, te, te, te. Ta, 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 ga. Dhi, da, tha. Ga, di, na, Chakradhar. Ta, ta, te, ta, te, te. Ta, te, ta, te, te, ta, te, ta, te, te, te. Ta, 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 te, ta, te, te. Ta, te, ta, te, te, ta, te, ta, te, te, te. Ta, 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 te, ta, te, te. Ta, te, ta, te, te, ta, te, ta, te, te, te. Ta, 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 ta. Dhi, da, tha. Ga, di, na, ta. Ga, dhi, da. एक और पढ़न कीर्तक थुन थुन ना ती धा दिन ता किर धा दिन ता धा कति धा दिन ता कति धा दिन ता किर थे धा दिन ता कति धा थुन धा कति धा थुन धा
Next, I'll be presenting a button. Ga, di, na, ta. Dhet, na, ga, na, dhet, ta, dhet. Ga, ga, na, dha, dha. Kira, dhet, da, ga, na, kirtak, dhinger, ta, dha. Kirtak, dhinger, da, kirtak, dhinger, da, kirtak, dhinger, ta.
Dhi, da, tha. Ga, di, na, ta. Ga, dhi, da, ga, di, na, dhet, na, ga, na, dhet, ta, ga, na, tha, kira, dhet, dharan, na, kirtak, dhinger, tha, kirtak, dhinger, tha, kirtak, dhinger, tha, kirtak, dhinger, tha. Dhi, da, tha. Ga, di, na, ta. Ga, dhi, da.
I will now be presenting another button. Ka, dhi, ta, dha. Ga, di, na, ta. Ta. Thari, kuku, ta. Thari, kuku, jan. Thari, ta, janat, janada. Thari, ta, janat, janata. Ta, dig, dig, te, ta, te. ta dig dig te ta te 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 ta dig dig te ta te te ta
di da tha ga di na ta a ga di da tha ga di na ta thari ku ta thari ku jan thari ta chan ta ta thari chan ta ta dig dig te ta te ta dig dig te ta te ta dig dig te ta te ga di da tha ga di na ta a ga.
I will now be presenting a torah. Ka dhita dha ga dina ta tatta tatta tig da tig tatta the tram tatta the ek do tatta the ek do tatta ta.
Heed. This is a Torah that Ira herself composed. Ga heed tha ga dina tatta tida tatta the tram tatta do tatta go.
I will now be presenting a kavik, meaning poem is an expression piece in Kathak. Ka dhita
Ta ga dina ta a
ka dhita dha ga dina ta shisha mukhuta bansi mukh baje chappal nayal khudal chalke mora mukut प्रीताम बरसो है मंद मंद माधो मुसके माधो 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 माधो. Next, I'll be presenting a pair of gintis, which is a pattern of counting numbers. Ka, dhita, dha, ga, dina, ta. एक दो तीन एक दो तीन एक दो तीन एक दो तीन चार एक दो तीन चार एक दो तीन चार एक दो तीन चार पाँच 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 एक दो तीन चार एक दो तीन एक दो एक.
धीरा धीरा धा ग दीना दीना ता आ क धीरा धीरा धा ग दीना. एक दो तीन एक दो तीन एक दो तीन एक दो तीन चार एक दो तीन चार एक दो तीन चार एक दो तीन चार पाँच 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 एक दो तीन चार एक दो क धीरा धा ग दीना. दूसरी एक गिनती क धीरा धीरा धा ग दीना दीना. एक एक दो तीन चार पाँच छः सात एक दो तीन चार पाँच छः एक दो तीन चार पाँच एक दो तीन चार एक दो तीन एक दो क. फाइनल तत्काल गदीना थरिकिट के प्रकार. थरिकिट कद्धा थरिकिट कद्धा 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 थरिकिट कद्धा थरिकिट कद्धा 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 थरिकिट कद्धा कद्धा थरिकिट कद्धा कद्धा थरिकिट कद्धा कद्धा थरिकिट कद्धा कद्धा Katha, Harikita Katha, Harikita Katha, 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 Harikita Katha, Harikita Katha, 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 Harikita Katha, Harikita Katha, Katha, Harikita Katha, Harikita Katha, Katha, Harikita Katha, Harikita Katha, Harikita Katha, Harikita Katha, Harikita Katha, Harikita Takita Dikita, Harikita Takita Dikita, Egdo, Harikita Takita Dikita, Harikita Takita Dikita, Egdo, Harikita Takita Dikita, Katha, Katha, Katha. Harikita Takita Dikita, Katha, Katha, Katha. Harikita Takita Dikita, Katha, Katha, Katha.
That was amazing, Ira. Another round of applause for Ira, please. Amazing grace of Lucknow Gharana, beautifully presented by Ira. Super job. Next, we have a treat. We have a solo percussion performance by world-renowned tabla player Shri Prafullaji Atle. Shri Prafullaji began learning tabla at a tender age of 6 from Shri Vasanta Vishnu Purikar. Recognizing his natural aptitude in this classical form of art, Prafullaji's parents decided to send him to the esteemed maestro, late Ustad Allar Khan. Over the next 14 years, Prafullaji trained under the watchful eye of his guru. His training was supplemented with guidance from his senior Guru Bhai, Shri Ashok Godbole. Prafullaji continued to expand his knowledge by studying under the knowledgeable Pandit Arvind Mulgaonkar and by receiving occasional guidance from Shri Bhushan Munj. With the combination of Ustad Allar Khan's and Pandit Arvind Mulgaonkar's rigorous talim, Prafullaji's natural musicality, many years of dedication and hard work have made him one of India's most vibrant, and now we can say one of US most vibrant and leading tabla players. Throughout his career, Prafullaji has received numerous awards and distinctions. He is an A-grade artist of All India Radio and Doordarshan, which is India's national television. He's performed tabla solo recitals as well as accompanied several renowned artists like Ustad Amjad Ali Khan, Pandit Jasraj, late Pandit Birju Maharaj, Dr. Srimati N. Rajan, Ustad Shahid Parvez, and many more across the world. Presenting Shri Prafullaji Atle.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be presenting tabla solo in tal, teen tal, which is a 16 beats rhythm cycle. I hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you. tunga, takita dikita takatunga, takita da da da, takita da da da, takita da da da. final Chakradhar. Dhatra ka dhiti, the getra ka dhiti, the ding, takit, dhatra ka dhiti, kata gadigana dha. Gadi gentra dhatra ka din, dhatra ka dhiti, kata gadigana dha. Dhatra ka dhiti, kata gadigana dha. Three times.
That was a treat, isn't it? No words to describe the ecstatic environment you created, Prafulaji, with your music. Just phenomenal. Today's dancers are truly blessed to share the stage with you. Another big applause for Prafulaji. Tal, a rhythm, is an essential element in Kathak, and so is expression. Next is a solo dance piece with emphasis on expressions, a key element in Kathak, by Mytreyi. Mytreyi's dance journey began at the age of 6 with little feet dancing to folk music at cultural events, which then shaped into rigorous classical training starting at age 8 under the able guidance of Srimati Radhika Kotwal. Over the past 10 years at Kala Kendra Dance Institute, she has made wonderful memories with weekly intense dance sessions, long 10-hour workshops, experimentations with choreographies, treasuring her time with her guru and other dancers, even in the tough remote COVID pandemic times. Mytreyi's involvement has been above and beyond learning dance, and it has been a key driver in her overall personal growth. She took active interest in teaching dance to the new students at Kala Kendra. When Srimati Radhika encouraged her to consider the task of translating the course content from Hindi to English, Mytreyi jumped onto it. She spent almost an entire year, and that diligent work led to the completion of translation. And it came with the bonus of daddy-daughter bonding with special dad help in translation to Hindi, from Hindi to English. She continued to show her love for the art form and her school by taking up the task of updating Kala Kendra's official website, which didn't quite come that easy to her, because on the very first day as a website admin, she ended up deleting the entire database of the website. Ouch. Well, Guru challenges and also pardons. So Guru Shishya figured out a way, and Mytreyi ever since has been maintaining the website, and it's not crashed again. The passion for dance is strong in Mytreyi, and she's confident about continuing her commitment to this beautiful art form as she leaves for college education at prestigious Johns Hopkins University. She will now present her mastery over expressions through a Shringar Ras Abhinay composition Shringar Ko Rehne Do, from the album Gulzar in Conversation with Tagore. This narrative of the song talks about a woman looking her best when she is herself. Shringar is one of the 9 rasas enumerated in Natya Shastra, which is a main book written by Sage Bharat dealing with theater and acting. And today being a National Theatre Day, I think it's even special that we get to see some of these beautiful rasas. And this piece is beautifully depicted in this choreography by Srimati Radhika Kotwal, presenting Abhinaya by Mytreyi Trivedi.
एक देहाती सर पे गुड़ की भेली बांधे लंबे चौड़े एक मैदान से गुजर रहा था। गुड़ की खुशबू सुन के भिन भिन करती एक छतरी सर पे मंडलाती थी। धूप चढ़ी और सूरज की गर्मी पहुंची तो गुड़ की भेली बहने लगी। मासूम देहाती हैरान था, माथे से मीठे मीठे कतरे गिरते थे और वो जीभ से चाट रहा था। मैंने देहाती, मेरे सर पे ये टैगोर की कविता भेली किसने रख दी? सामने चूल्हा जल रहा है, धुआं आंखों में लग रहा है, जलन भी है आनंद भी। बस आते ही होंगे, जल्दी से संध्या पूजा हो जाए। जानती है वो क्या कहेंगे।
जैसी हो वैसी ही आ जाओ, सिंगार को रहने दो। जैसी हो वैसी ही आ जाओ, सिंगार को रहने दो। बाल अगर बिखरे हैं, सीधी मांग नहीं निकली, बांधे नहीं अंगिया के फीते, तो भी कोई बात नहीं। जैसी हो वैसी ही आ जाओ, सिंगार को रहने दो। को पता है पलकों तले दिए का काजल लगा नहीं, नहीं बनी है प्राण दी तो क्या, गजरा नहीं बंधा तो छोड़ो, जैसी हो वैसी ही आ जाओ, सिंगार को रहने दो। सिंगार को रहने दो, रहने दो, सिंगार को रहने दो।
That was just amazing, Mytreyi. Absolutely fantastic. Expressions actually need intense training and a lot of practice. Talking to Srimati Radhika, she said it's not easy to teach the young students to pick up Abhinay and be able to express themselves on the stage. She teaches her students Abhinay or expressions with real-time stories associating with common things that we see every day. Like, where's my phone? Oh no, my phone is out of battery. Adbhut ras, or wonder. Oh, that's a cute puppy. Karuna ras, compassion. I'm really mad at you. Raudra ras, or anger, especially younger siblings. And so on. And then the kids get it. Next is another expressive solo performance by Ira. With long training on Abhinaya, this has become Ira's favorite piece. Ira started learning Kathak at the age of 7 under the able guidance of Srimati Almagul Griffin. When she was 12, she took a little pause in Kathak, and she quickly realized that she actually, missed Kathak, and Kathak was an essential part of who she was. So she decided to join back, and she started again when she was 13 at Kala Kendra Performing Arts, again under the guidance of Srimati Radhika Kotwal, and considers that that has been one of the best decisions she's made. As she honed her skills, she continued to get more stage exposure through her performances at many venues and events, including India Night, Discover India, and many more. She participated in intensive advanced certificate workshops consisting of rigorous 16-hour sessions. Such intense training sessions and her rock-solid commitment have advanced her dance skills to another level. She is always ready and eager to learn the toughest choreographies, which her guru very consistently challenges her with. To instill her passion for Kathak into others, she took up the initiative to become an assistant instructor and then a senior instructor at Kala Kendra. She is proud to be teaching 2 batches of dance at Kala Kendra. As she graduates from dance and also high school now to major into neuroscience and psychology in college, she hopes to pursue a career in those disciplines while she maintains her passion for dance. Ira will now present her expressive solo piece that portrays mixed emotions of Shringar, which is love, with a tinge of Karun, or sadness, a compassion. It is depicted through a contemporary choreography with a composition that has a theme of a wife waiting for her husband to return. Music is composed by Prasad Phatak, and choreography is by Radhika Kotwal.
सजन घर आओ रे सजन घर आओ रे ये अखियाँ बरसत आंसुअन तरसत तन मन दरस की तरस मिटाओ रे सजन घर आओ रे सजन घर आओ रे
That was absolutely brilliant, isn't it? One more round of applause for Ira, please. The next piece is again a live improvisation performance set in Teen Tal, featuring Lucknow Gharana style Kathak. Kathak is found in three distinct forms called gharanas, named after the cities in India where the Kathak traditions originated or evolved: Jaipur, Banaras, and Lucknow. Guru Srimati Radhika has beautifully carried on the legacy of Lucknow Gharana. This Gharana was developed in the courts of the Nawab of Aundh of Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. It particularly gives importance to grace, elegance, and natural expression in the dance. Abhinay, or expressional acting, especially improvised, plays a strong role in this gharana. Style or ada and grace or nazakat are defining characteristics of this gharana. You would have noticed these defining elements in all of today's performances. Late Pandit Birju Maharaj Ji belonged to this house of Kathak. Tal is a foundational rhythmic component of Hindustani music. Indian classical music is composed and performed in a metrical framework, as you may have observed today, a structure of beats, which is tal. The tal forms the metrical structure that repeats in a cyclic or harmony from the start to end of any particular song or dance segment. The time that elapses or passes, especially the speed, is known as lay. There are three main lays: Vilambit, which is slow; Madhya, which is medium; and Drita, which is fast. The next piece will feature different speeds or laikari, set in teen tal, a tal with 16 beats. The performance will start with slow speed thaat amad, with subtle Lucknow Gharana signature graceful Kathak movements, and then move to todas and chatushrajati and chakradhar parants. They will also present a beautiful kavit with lyrics describing Lord Krishna, Sham Anga Chhabi Tribhanga, and add a beautiful, graceful gat featuring Krishna Radha again with their chhed-chhad, a romantic, playful interaction between the duo. Gintis and other fast-speed footwork patterns called chalan will take the performance to crescendo. The graduating students will demonstrate their mastery over the tal by doing padhant, reciting bowls to fit in the metric system of tal, gracefully reaching the sum. Presenting Teen Tal, Tabla by Prafullaji Atle, Padant and choreography by Srimati Radhika Kotwal, Mytreyi and Ira.
6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 behind दो तीन चार पाँच छः सात नौ दस ग्यारह बारह तेईस 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 था पाँच नौ दस ग्यारह बारह था दो था एक दो था एक दो था दो पाँच छः सात आठ नौ दस ग्यारह बारह तीन करता ता थे आ थे ता थे आ थे सलामी
धता धता तद्दुम किरतकदा धागे तीटदा तद्दुम किरतकदा धागे तीटदा तद्दुम किरतकदा धागे तीटदा तद्दुम किरतकदा 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 तद्दुम किरतकदा
tuntagata, a datam, datam, giganaka giganaka tuntagata, giganaka tuntagata, giganaka tuntagata, a datam, datam, giganaka giganaka tuntagata, giganaka tuntagata, giganaka tuntagata.
Ta, thầy, thầy, cắt, chalo. Head down, get it, take it, tuntagata, take it, tuntagata, take it, tuntagata, head down, get it, take it, tuntagata, take it, tuntagata, take it, tuntagata, head down, get it, take it, tuntagata, take it, tuntagata, take it. Ta, thầy, thầy, cắt, दूसरा धत्ताम, 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 गिड़न धत्ताम, धत्ताम, गिड़न, तुम तक गरी गनता, तुंग लुंग तकता, धड़क तथा, धड़क तथा, धड़क तथा, धत्ताम, धत्ताम, गिड़न, धत्ताम, धत्ताम, गिड़न, तुम तक गरी गनता, तुंग लुंग तकता, धड़क तथा, धड़क तथा, धड़क तथा, धत्ताम, धत्ताम, गिड़न, धत्ताम, धत्ताम, गिड़न, तुम तक गरी गनता, तुंग लुंग तकता, धड़क तथा, धड़क तथा, धड़क तथा. चलो, without padhant, I think we can go with the gintis directly. दो, तीन, चार, पाँच, एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच, एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच, एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच. ता, थे, दूसरी पाँच की गिनती. एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच, 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 एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच.
ता, थे, तत, आ, थे, तत, धान, दिकिट, दात्रक, दिकिट, क्रदत, दिकिट, दिगनाना, कत, तित, खेगित, तित, दाकित, दिकिट, कत, दात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, दात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, दात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा.
ता, थे, तत, चलो. धान, दिकिट, धात्रक, दिकिट, क्रदत, दिकिट, दिगनाना, कत, तित, खेगित, तित, धाकित, दिकिट, धाकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. चक्रधार. चलो. धान, दिकिट, धात्रक, दिकिट, क्रदत, दिकिट, दिगनाना, कत, तित, खेगित, तित, धाकित, दिकिट, धाकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. धात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. धात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. धान, दिकिट, धात्रक, दिकिट, क्रदत, दिकिट, दिगनाना, कत, तित, खेगित, तित, धाकित, दिकिट, धाकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. धात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. धात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. धान, दिकिट, धात्रक, दिकिट, क्रदत, दिकिट, दिगनाना, कत, तित, खेगित, तित, धाकित, दिकिट, तात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. धात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. धात्रकित, तात्रकित, धान, धान, धा. ता, थे, तत. अब देखते हैं दूसरा परन. तत, तत, ताद्रग, थुन, थुन का. तत, तत, ताद्रग, थुन, थुन, झिझिकिट, झिझिकिट, थो, थुरंग, तत, थुन, थुन, दिघादिग, थे, दिघादिग, थे, दिघादिग, थे. ई, तत, तत, ताद्रग, थुन, थुन, झिझिकिट, झिझिकिट, थो, थुरंग, तत, थुन, थुन, दिघादिग, थे, दिघादिग, थे, दिघादिग, थे. ई, तत, तत, ताद्रग, थुन, थुन, झिझिकिट, झिझिकिट, थो, थुरंग, तत, थुन, थुन, दिघादिग, थे, दिघादिग, थे, दिघादिग, था. आ थे थे तत्
श्याम अंग छवि त्रिभंग फरहत पट पीत बनवाला कलित कंठ मोर मुकुट छवि सहत बाजत बेलु अधुर मधुर नीरतत ब्रिज बाला धाकित धूमकित गणन ननन ना आ धाकित धूमकित गणन ननन ना आ धाकित धूमकित गणन ननन ना
ता थे थे तत् चलो श्याम अंग छवि त्रिभंग फहरत पट पीत रंग बनमाला कलित कंठ मोर मुकुट छहरत बाजत बेनु अधर मधुर नीरतत ब्रिज बाला धाकित धूमकित घनन ननन धा आ धाकित धूमकित घनन ननन धा आ धाकित धूमकित घनन ननन धा
तागे तीट नागे तीट क्रदा तीट तागे तीट नागे तीट कत्तिर किरत तागे तीट कीदन देकेट तीट धान धान धा कीदन देकेट तीट धान धान धा कीदन देकेट तीट धान धान ता धा
धा थे थे तत् धागे तीत क्रधा तीत धागे तीत नागे तीत क्रध धागे तीत कीधन धेकेत तीत धान धान धा कीधन धेकेत तीत धान धान धा कीधन धेकेत तीत धान धान धा धा ता अथे थे तत् आ अथे थे तत् ता अथे थे तत्
आ थे तत् कत्ता घीना घेगे दिन तिरिकिट दा तिरिकिट कत्ता किरतक धिंगरता धा दा क तदा किरतक धिंगरता धा दा क तदा किरतक धिंगरता धा दा क तदा किरतक धिंगरता ता धा चक्रदार
ता अथे थे तत् आ अथे थे ता अथे थे तत् कत्ता गीना गे दिन तिरकिट दा तिरकिट तक किरतक धिंगर धा 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 कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत्ता गीना गे दिन तिरकिट दा तिरकिट कत्ता किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा कत्ता गीना गे दिन तिरकिट दा तिरकिट कत्ता किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा कत तदा किरतक धिंगर धा ता धा। अब देखते हैं दो गिनतियां ता थे थे तत् आ थे थे तत् ता थे थे तत् पांच की गिनती 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 धा ता अथे थे तत् 9 की गिनती 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 2 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 3 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 3 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 ta thầy thầy tất a thầy thầy tất ta thầy thầy tất a thầy thầy tất ta thầy thầy tất a thầy thầy tất thầy tất ta ta thầy ta thà ta thầy thầy tất go it ta thầy thầy tất jata ju mad kan khala kat sheesh chand lal la dhala kat zund mal gal sheesh dharan pati pati shiva har 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 shiva dhet 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 kat dhet hita thar 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 Parvati, Pati, Shiva, Har, 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 Shiva, Dhet, 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 Raka Dhet, Raka Dhet, Hita, Thar, 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 Parvati, Pati, Shiva, Har, 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 Shiva, Dhet, 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 Raka Dhet, Raka Dhet, Hita, Thar, 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 thầy ấp tật cái ta thầy thầy tất thá tị tệ thá tị tệ thá 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 Thati thati thata tha thati thati thata thati thata thati 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 tha thati thata thati tha thati thata thati tha tha thati thati thata thati thati Thada thati thati thata thati thada thati thati thata thati thada thati thati thao thada thati thati thao thada thati 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 thagi thagi thati 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 thagi thagi thati 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 thagi thagi thati 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 Thagi thagi thati 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 thagi thagi thati 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 thagi thagi thao thati 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 thagi thagi thao thati 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 thagi 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 thati 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 thagi thagi thati 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 thagi thagi thati 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 thagi thati 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 tage tage tati 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 double thati thati tage tage tati 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 tage tage thati 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 tage tage tati tati tage tage thati 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 dha thati 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 dha tage tage thati 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 tage 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 tati tati tage tage tage
What a graceful and fantastic performance. Another round of applause for the girls, please. It takes years of training and hours of practice to be able to give a flawless performance live on stage. Mytreyi and Ira have certainly demonstrated their complete command over Tal, Lay, and Abhinay. This brings us to the concluding piece of the evening. Kathak is an amalgamation of three different major arts: music, pure dance, and drama. While maintaining the spirit of the classical art form, Kathak has gone through a major evolution over the period of time that can be traced through the Bhakti movement, the Mughal period, the British era, and the modern times. Keeping the purity of Kathak intact, this finale, in a contemporary flavor, blends two completely different compositions with similar lyrics and concludes the program on a grand celebratory note. This is a fantastic fast-paced piece featuring fast woodwork, chakris flaunting their elegant costumes, accented with beautiful expressions. You'll recognize these classical music-based songs from popular Bollywood movies. Choreography is by Radhika Kotwal, presenting Ira Puranik and Mytreyi Trivedi for their finale performance.
बेला सजन आयोरी हल बेला सजन आयोरी मोरा हाथ में सुख पायोरी
हल बेला सजन आयोरी
हल बेला
हल बेला
हल बेला
हल बेला
हल बेला
हल बेला
गमा पदा गमा गमा पदा नी दा
गमा पदा बमा गमा पदा नी नी नी
पदा नी सरी 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 गा
गरे गरे गनि दप मग बेला सजन आयो रे धीर न न न न धीर न धीर न न धीर न न न धीर न न
चौक पुराओ मंगल गाओ
सन न न न न न न न न
चौक पुराओ मंगल गाओ सजन आए
What a finale. That was absolutely outstanding, Mytreyi and Ira. Rangmanch performance today showed that with passion, dedication, perseverance, and right guidance, excellence is achieved. It showed that Guru's investment in a student brings out their very best. It shows that parents' relentless commitment and encouragement is key in imbibing the confidence in them to take up all these audacious goals. Certainly a proud moment for the teacher to be able to see the students independently perform. Today's performance is evidence of strong emotional, intellectual, and spiritual bonding between Guru and Shishya. Congratulations to the teacher and the students. Mytreyi and Ira, we are absolutely amazed by your talent. What an incredible show. Please come to the stage. It's said that Adnyana Timiradhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, which means that the Guru enlightens the student from the darkness of ignorance by bestowing deep knowledge. And today is such an example of what a Guru and Shishya tradition can really bring. Mytreyi and Ira, please come to the stage. Thank you. Now I would like to invite Shri Prafullaji Atle and Srimati Radhika on stage as well. Mytreyi will felicitate Shri Prafullaji Atle, who was absolutely amazing and took the musical performance to another level. Thank you, Prafullaji. Mytreyi will honor her mentor, Guru Srimati Radhika. Now is the time that they actually graduate and they get the degree. So I would request Srimati Radhika Kotwal to confer upon them the degree of dance. Ira, whenever you're ready, please come to the stage. She is in tears. It's very emotional to perform, especially the finale. There she is. Congratulations, Mytreyi. Congratulations, Ira. In the last segment of today's program, Guru Srimati Radhika will share her thoughts, her emotions. We'll then hear from Mytreyi and Ira about their incredible experience. And finally, Mytreyi's parents, Vijay and Malay, and Ira's parents, Satish and Prajakti, will share a few words with final vote of thanks. Srimati Radhika.
This gets him very emotional, but I'll try. Hello, everyone. First of all, I'd like to start by thanking you all, thanking the audience for you to be such a wonderful audience and come here and bless the girls and encourage them. I think it's been incredible for them, so thank you. What you, of course, saw today was years and years of practice and years of effort and years of a journey that we embarked on together. And I think the credit, first of all, goes to Mytreyi and Ira's parents for giving them the opportunity. And not just that, I think it was also that relation of trust. They trusted me to let them go with this journey along with me. I think that is a very important thing because, you know, as a teacher and a student, we start dancing a little dance amongst ourselves, and we form a very special bond along the way. So I think just having that has been very special for us. Ira, of course, started her journey with Alma. I don't know if Alma is still here, but she is definitely there. You are. So she's her first guru. And Alma and I are very good friends as well. We have collaborated a lot, even as part of Kala Kendra, but also other projects. So she came to her, and then she came to me, and you know, at a very early stage, she learned to blend different styles. She was very mature about picking both the styles, right, and eventually building an identity on her own. So I saw her, she was very quiet, observant, keen, taking it all in. And I remember that juncture, that point where she just understood it all, right? In fact, I remember texting Prajakti, her mom, that day, saying, you know what, she's ready. So it's just fascinating to see that journey that they take, and when they are ready, when they start understanding what they want to do with it. And of course, there was no looking back after that. Ira, like Shubhda mentioned, she assisted classes. Rachna took her under her wing. Where's Rachna? And she was the one who coached her and you know, gave her the confidence of independently conducting classes as part of Kala Kendra. So I think that was an important step for her. And she's one who gets it all and makes the most of it. I think that's very important. So I'm very proud of you, Ira, for that. Mytreyi came to me as a very little girl, 7, 8 years old, not even. And I'm telling you, she was a bubble of energy. She still is. She still is. But for the longest time, actually, when she used to come in class, she wouldn't stand still at all. She would just be fidgeting, and I wouldn't know what to do with this girl because. But with Kathak, it helped because, you know, one thing I would ask her to do was footwork all the time. I said, you know, start with that, so that in the hopes of some energy dissipation and focus. But she's very special. She is a sponge. She absorbs everything. First 5 minutes, you give her anything, she's got it all. But it took her a while to realize what she was capable of herself. It was almost as if I was, you know, in front of her, I had to put a mirror to say, hey, this is what you're capable of. Do you realize? Do you realize that? She would do some complex todas and she would land in the perfect sum with beautiful body lines, but she wouldn't know what she was doing. So I think with her, once she realized, once that awareness set in, there was no looking back again. She was wonderful with just advancing it. Like Shubhda said, she showed a lot of self-initiative. Again, credit goes to her parents for that, but she spent an entire summer redesigning our site, doing a lot of you know, other work as well, the translation exercise that Shubhda talked about. So I think with all of that, it gave her a holistic picture and awareness of what Kathak really is. Not just the technique, not just the dance, but there was so much beyond it. And she was appreciative of that. So again, Mytreyi, very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Of course, I'm sharing all the good details here, but I have to tell you, both of them are extremely mischievous, and we've had our days. In fact, your batchmates are here, Mytreyi and Ira, so they will know that I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying this. These guys are a handful, okay, in class. You know, I have to scold them. I have to scold them all the time. They're up to some prank. I try to decouple them, and they magically reappear. But it has been a lot of fun. All these years, it has been a lot of fun. And if you think of it, what have we done today? We've completed Rangmanch, which is a huge milestone where, you know, you have been given a platform and you remarkably executed to it as with the role of dancers, Kathak dancers. That platform, as dancers have always said this, we rely on a huge community. Think about today's performance. We had someone like Prafulji himself on the tabla. Not just today, but giving them hours and hours of riyaz and practice. We had my dear friend Shubhda, who is an artist herself, and she poured her heart out through her words by emceeing. We had Om and Anita doing a magnificent job, as always, with their stage backdrop. We had Mayura and team. I don't think she has come out of that control room since 8 a.m. We had all the ladies as well as senior students now working backstage. I was talking to Koki, Aparna, Sheetal. All of them have never seen our Kalakendra performance from the audience. They're always backstage helping. My point being, and the list is limitless, so I know that there have been so many names that I've not taken here, but my point being, there is a platform, and that platform comes through establishing yourself through your story. Today, they had a platform, I think, with Rangmanch, that is indicative of the fact that, as me, as a guru, I am giving them the confidence with this certification to say, you now have the power to continue your own journey, to create your own journey. And I think that is a big responsibility, but I know that the girls will do a good job. They have it, what it takes to create their own journey. So my best wishes, and I'm always going to be watching them, rooting for them, and supporting them in this journey. So my best wishes for them. And thank you all again. I really hope you've enjoyed the show. Thank you so much.
First, we'd like to give a token of our gratitude to Radhika Maushi and Prafulji. So. Over the last couple of months, I've driven many people insane in the preparation for this Rangmanch. I mean, I never thought I'd be able to pull off a piece such as my expression, and I'm pretty sure those of you in the audience that know me, y'all thought the same, but from getting these expressions out of me and keeping me focused, Radhika Maushi, I've tested her patience quite a bit. However, she's been with me throughout the way, giving me the right level of tough love and discipline, which I truly admire and I truly appreciate. There are no words that could express just how thankful I am for her, but I'll just settle for thank you. We'd also like to thank Prafulji for accompanying us while dancing. We feel very fortunate to have such a renowned artist playing for us. And for tonight, we'd also like to thank Shubhada Maushi for being able to put words and a story behind our dance. My family has also been extremely supportive of me, and my mom pushed me to persevere and finish, and my sister's constant encouragement, and without them, I don't think I would have been able to complete this Rangmanch. Lastly, we know that this event would not have been possible without the support of the entire community, such as you guys, and the backstage crew, so we'd like to thank them. So, yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add on a few more words from what Mytreyi said. So to begin with, I would also like to thank each and every one of you for coming here and supporting us tonight. This is a big moment of our lives, and we would not have been able to do it without each and every one of you. I would like to start off with thanking Mytreyi for being an amazing Rangmanch partner. This journey would have been extremely difficult if you weren't by my side throughout everything. I would also like to give my biggest thanks to everyone who volunteered during our dry run setup and backstage to make this Rangmanch a go. You guys all know who you are, and this would not have happened without you guys. I would also like to thank Mytreyi's parents, Vijayanti and Malay uncle, for putting in so much effort to make this Rangmanch successful. Thank you, Girija auntie, for perfecting my costumes, and they look absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Suchi auntie, for doing my hair and makeup. Thank you, Om uncle and Anita auntie, for designing the invites and taking wonderful pictures of me and Mytreyi. Our posters look absolutely amazing. Thank you to Mihira, Swati, Surbi, Somya, Isha, Sanya, and Janvi for helping us out backstage and lending us emotional support, especially when we were about to cry 5 minutes before the Ganesh Vandana started. Thank you, Prafulaji, for volunteering your time to play for our Rangmanch and being so patient throughout the entire journey, especially when we had no idea what was going on. You are a phenomenal tabla player, and every time you play, I always think to myself, Kya baat hai? Thank you to my parents for encouraging me to continue learning Kathak after I took a break for a year. If you had not motivated me into rejoining, I don't know what I would be doing right now. Thank you for helping me get ready for performances and running around like decapitated chickens just to make sure this Rangmanch ran as smoothly as possible. Thank you for spending hours upon hours driving me to practice, even though we live 40 minutes away. Thank you for inspiring me to perform today, even though it is totally nerve-wracking. If it wasn't for your support, I would have been psyched out of doing this. I am so incredibly grateful for the amount of effort and money you put in to make sure that we have the best day of our lives. Finally, I would like to thank Radhika Maushi and Alma Auntie, who was my very first Kathak teacher, like you guys already know, for instilling their passion for Kathak into me. I have acquired a vast amount of knowledge from both of them and will be forever grateful for them. Throughout these years, I have created many close friendships and unforgettable memories. My favorite ones are probably making a Kathak TikTok dance to Hey Julie by Little Yachty with Sania and Mihira, and doing the Renegade to Albela Sajan. During my Rangmanch journey, my technique and strength drastically improved. Radhika Maushi, thank you for pushing me these last few years and shaping me into the dancer I am today. Not only that, I have also gained a lot of confidence from the teaching opportunities that you have provided me. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. Thank you so much for everything you have done for us. Even with your insanely busy schedule, you still managed to put up with us and shape us into the people we are today, and I think that is extremely commendable. So I think we should all give a round of applause to everyone who put in their effort and time into making this Rangmanch a success. So once again, thank you all for showing your support to us tonight, and I hope you enjoy the food and have a wonderful evening.
Whoa, boy, what an amazing performance. Such beautiful choreography, what expressions, what technical skills. I hope you guys enjoyed the performance as much as I did. Okay, it's getting overwhelming. I think I'll just read my notes. Years of hard work and discipline have gone into making this Rangmanch today a reality. Over the last 3 months, Mytreyi and Ira pretty much lived out of Radhika ji's house. The callous feet, the blister marks, they all tell their own story. It has been a lot of hard work for these girls. Now, Mytreyi, she has always enjoyed dancing, whether it be TikTok challenges or folk dances or, Navratri, Dandiya, or even the Kathak lessons. Now, for those who know Mytreyi, it is equal parts endearing and annoying to see all the time, her eyes and the neck and the arms and the legs, they just seem to be moving, by themselves to some arbitrary moving in her mind. But for me, it has been a joy to watch her dance skills and passion steadily improve over the last 10 years. It's just fantastic. I can say that she has truly enjoyed the learning process, the workshops, the dance productions, the extra opportunities that Radhika Di has offered. It has been just a wonderful journey. Truly, Mytreyi and Ira are fortunate to have got the opportunity to learn Kathak under Radhika ji's watchful eye. She has been an absolute role model for the girls, not just in the Kathak lessons, but also in showing that it is possible to follow your passions, to nurture your heritage while having a successful, in fact, a really successful professional career, while all the time being totally grounded and perpetually cheerful and optimistic. It's just fantastic. Thank you, Radhika, for being such a role model and mentor for the girls. Also, special thanks and gratitude for Tanishq and Sriram for accommodating the disruption in their evening schedules over the last entire quarter while the girls camped at their house. Tanishq has been enormously helpful with the rehearsals, with preparing the audio tracks, and a myriad miscellaneous activities. Moving on, thank you, Prafullaji, for providing the live tabla accompaniment for today's performance. Fortunately for us, you returned just barely 2 weeks ago, and we are glad you could make it yourself available today. Dance with live music definitely takes it to another level. I would like to acknowledge the excellent comparing from Shubhda. I'm sure you'll all agree. She is a multi-talented artist in her own right. Thanks, Shubhda, for being the master of ceremony today and sharing the nuances of dance pieces with the audience. We are grateful to the Raja Jaksh family for sharing Isha's Rangmanch experience for us and guiding us through the entire process as a template. In addition to all the tips and checklists, Trupti has been really the person in charge who actively helped us keep the preparations right on track. Moving on to Photowood Studios. Thanks, Om and Anita and the Jury family for your top-notch audio-video services, for your helpful end-to-end coverage of the dance production, from the photo shoot to the event recording to the stage setup and the props, so on. Thanks to Chiji for the makeup. Many thanks to Sapna Kabra from Jalgaon, who made these costumes custom designed by Radhika ji and the parents here. And it was fantastic to get the costumes in just in time. We got a ton of help from the volunteers who eagerly participated and pitched in to help with all that needed to be done to execute this event successfully. Whether it be stage and foyer setup, altar decoration, sound and light, last-minute wardrobe touch-ups, food and transportation, backstage support. We are just overwhelmed by the level of support we have received from the Kalakendra family as well as other families in the valley. Swati, Mihira, Soumya, Surabhi, Janvi, the Karniks, Pariks, Sanis, Benres, Panses, Midbanders, Shalab, Mayura, Neha, PD, Prerna, the list goes on, sorry guys, and the friends of Prajakti and Satish. Please accept our heartfelt gratitude for participating in this projection. Real apologies to anybody who I may have missed. Thank you to everybody. We are blessed today by the presence of elders, some of whom are visiting from India. We have amongst us Vijay's parents. We have Mr. and Mrs. Oak, Mrs. Bendre. We have Mr. and Mrs. Dani with us. Thank you so much for blessing today's event. Also Arun and Abhishek, who flew in from out of state. We are glad to have also our parents and relatives in India and out of state who are virtually with us watching the live show on the web link. We also have Almaji with us. Thank you for honoring the event today. Last but not the least, Vijay and I would especially like to acknowledge Prajakti and Satish for this pleasant rock and roll ride and experience of co-hosting this event. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for attending. I'm sure you all love the program. A special round of thanks to Radhika Kotwal and Mr. Praful Athavle for their saath on tabla and of course to guide Ira and Mytreyi through this journey, especially in the COVID scenario where things were all chaotic. It's been a pleasant journey, although it has been it's been a bit rough at times. So as you heard before, Ira started learning Kathak since grade 2. I still remember all the practice sessions at our house and other people's homes. I remember the countless thuds from the top floor while she was practicing. My head used to spin, it still spins when she does all the 16, 18 rounds in 1 second without like taking a breath. I don't know how she does it. But she has never complained, not a day, not a single day about a body pain, or she hasn't complained about driving 60 miles each way from Phoenix to Chandler. She does it. She's taken to it like a fish takes to water. I just don't have any words to express with all the complex steps that Mytreyi and Ira have performed in a very effortless manner. I don't know if I could have done it even better, but so that's me and that's her, right? A lot of our friends helped us to make this program successful. Thank you, Gunjan and Uttara, for the wonderful podium and altar decoration. Thank you, Swati and Sakshi, for helping in Ira's makeup and costume and providing continuous backstage support. Thank you, Manisha, Jaiprakash, Vinod, Ankit, Vidhi, Deepali, Vandana, Jignesh, Hema, Pen for all the food packing. Thank you, Mehal, Seetal, Shrikant, Vijaya, Venu, Sulochana, Bhavesh, Dipti, Pratima, Mahendra, Pranita for helping in all the cleaning. And of course, such a wonderful and beautiful production team does not mean much without an appreciative audience like you. Whether you're connoisseurs of Kathak or casual observers, I hope you enjoyed today's performance. Thank you to all for joining and celebrating Mytreyi's and Ira's graduation. We are running out of time and we need to bring today's program to an end. We thank the Tangpi Center for the Arts for letting us use this beautiful facility for today's events. The dancers will greet the audience on the stage. Please join us up here to congratulate and bless them. It will help to streamline the process by forming a line to the right. Also, please don't forget to sign the guest book and your to-go dinner boxes as you leave. The TCA does not allow on-premise eating, so this is the next best option. Thank you again and see you around in a few minutes. Thank you.
And I'll
just add, because I won't be able to sleep at night if I don't mention a very important person, Trupti, who has literally been a walkie-talkie with a walkie-talkie from 8 a.m. this morning. So applause to Trupti, please. Good. Thank you.
Thank you all. Good night.